What's good, everybody? It is Friday, September 10th. I am the coach, and of course, this is The Early Edge, your daily sports betting show of record. We are powered, as always, by the almighty SportsLine. It wasn't last night fun. I forgot how much fun it was to have a bunch of bets floating around. One NFL game on a Thursday night, and we were solid. If you watched Early Edge Live yesterday afternoon, our brand new Thursday show, we gave you a bunch of winners. How about Amari Cooper over Dak Prescott from Mad Max and the Thunderdome? So much fun. CeeDee Lamb from the Maestro. We just had winners all over the board. We're right back at it this afternoon. On Fridays, during the football season, 2 Eastern time, we'll be doing a special NFL prop show. Dave Richard, Prop Stars, and also Sia will be here with yours truly this afternoon at 2 Eastern time. Turn on those notifications. Follow our YouTube page. If you're watching, you're there right now. Let's bring in the stars of the show. And they are like greyhounds ready to run a race. They're so hard to keep in the saddle. Now, whenever she's on the show, we always introduce her first. Alabama. Good morning, my dear.
Good morning.
You got to be fired up. Alabama, big favorites coming up. You know what I did this morning just for you? I placed a futures bet at plus 180 on Alabama to win the national championship just for you. Have you placed?
I'm glad. Yes, I did already.
That's my girl. That's my girl. AB, do you like that play?
Coach, I love that play. And speaking of it, in honor of that and Allie, I saw Nick Saban screaming at his team through the media this week. So everybody pray for Mercer. It's going to be bad tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, he was crying. My boys aren't. They're not as focused as they need to be. I'm just surprised he did a commercial with prime time. Speaking of prime time, he's our prime time talent. He's the lady killer. Matty Severance, good morning.
Morning. Had a very profitable Thursday on my site picks, which I post the most of anyone. That's sometimes a bad thing. Did hit ATS on the football. Speaking of Cowboys, Bucks, help a brother out, Coach. What exactly is an Ed Sheeran? It's like a dentist from Boise. I don't know who that is, man.
He actually is a pretty big person in the music community, Matty Severance. He's got some good songs. He has some good songs. But I knew you probably didn't know who he was. No. The Maestro knows who Ed Sheeran was. Maestro, how much fun was last night?
Oh, so much fun. And I've got a little trivia question coming up for all of you that I don't think anyone's going to get. Maybe somebody in the comments will get it. And I also want to say, just be careful with Alabama. I believe it's 2-9 against the spread the last time they've laid 42 or more.
Wow. What a spread. 42 or more.
I don't know what the actual, is it 43 or what? I don't know what the number is right now.
I'm just worried about the national championship. That's all I care about because, it's all about me. It's all that matters. It's just me, Maestro. All right, let's jump right in. Storylines that could affect the betting lines today. And let's put a little bow on the Bucks and Cowboys from last night. AB, let's start with you.
Yep, absolutely. So Tom Brady last night became the oldest quarterback to win a game in NFL history. But there's also something that goes along with his age. Here's a little nugget for you. Tom Brady has now lost 9 straight games against the spread with kickoffs 7 p.m. Eastern or later. And they have 4 more of those this season. So be careful.
I want to talk about what I took away from that game, which was a thrill to watch and thrill to follow along with everyone on Twitter. But, when you have 4 turnovers and the fatal turnovers, going in for a score and you still win the game, that just shows you, let's not get so excited about the Cowboys. They gave up 6.7 yards per play to the Bucks, which would be the best in all of football. Last season, the team that led the NFL in yards per play, 6.4 yards per play. Nobody here is going to guess it. Nobody can guess this one. It shocked me when I saw it.
Jags?
No.
I don't know. Anybody else?
I don't want to bring the show to a halt. I'll just say the Houston Texans.
Oh, I never would have guessed it. That would have been like the second guess if the way you presented it. Wow. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Always bringing the nuggets is the Maestro. Now, we got to move forward now. The Bucks are 1-0, the defending champions. They're right where they want to be. Scintillating win over the Cowboys. But there are a whole bunch of new head coaches this year in the league. Matty, what do you got?
Now that's my turn. I'll bring the show to a halt, I'm sure. There are 7 new head coaches this season, although 4 will face off against each other in Jaguars, Texans, and Eagles, Falcons. Just keep in mind that rookie head coaches have won just 2 of their past 20 straight up and are 5-15 ATS in week 1 the past 3 seasons.
All right. Yeah, very, very good nugget. By the way, we'll have 3 different shows on Sunday. Speaking of the NFL, I said 3. Our regular morning show right here. We'll have noon to 1 Eastern. Get you ready for the 1 o'clock games. Then 7 to 8:15 Eastern time leading up to Sunday Night Football. We got you covered top to bottom. All right, let's get into our board for the day. And don't forget, if you're not a member of the SportsLine community, right here, right now, this is the time. Use the promo code EDGE. I'm going to give you 30 days for free. Then after that, you're playing with house money, but come be a part of what we are building. It's growing so fast. Just one play today from SportsLine. We're going to go to the U.S. Open. Novak Djokovic. But how do we bring that number down? I'm going to tell you how. We're going to bet Djokovic to win, but both players have to win a set. So it has to go at least 4 sets with Djokovic winning. That comes back courtesy Sean Calvert at plus 150. Thank you, Sean. All right, now it's time for my stars. And, of course, we're going to start with my girl, Alabama. Now, Allie, you're staying in baseball despite college football on deck. You had to find me some really good value. What is it?
All right, so today I found the Brewers first 5 minus half a run, minus 120 versus the Indians. One of the most simple reasons I think that the Brewers are a lot better on the road than the Indians are at home. And then the Indians did struggle against the Twins this weekend, but the Brewers have been fairly consistent and looking a lot better. Neither pitcher has really faced the other team this season yet, so that's kind of hard to compare. But Hauser, he's 10-10-4 in the first 5. Morgan 4-8-1. Morgan and the Indians are very inconsistent in just the terms of, are they going to let up 5 runs or 0? So I really do think the Brewers' consistency really gives them the edge here.
Oh, I like it a lot. Don't forget, lay that half run, bring it down to minus 120. Allie, thank you very much. All right, now, there are just a couple of games in college football tonight, but my boy AB has found one that he really likes. What do you got, pal?
Yep, and Coach, I hate to do it to you in Kansas, but I'm going to go with Coastal Carolina minus 26.5 tonight, and here's why. Look, I know that I usually take unders. We're eating the points. We're going with them because Kansas is coming off the high of their first win, which might be their only win that they have this season. And what do they do on offense? They run the ball, but it's a little tough to run the ball when you're down by 20, right? So take a look at Coastal Carolina minus 26.5 because at the end of the game, when Coastal's looking to kill the clock, they average 14 yards per rush. So even when they're killing the clock, points are still coming in. Coastal Carolina minus 26.5.
Make no mistake about it. They know it's a Friday night. They know they have the national TV audience to themselves. They're going to run up the score. And by the way, shout out to the Kansas Jayhawks. I think their total was over 1.5 wins for the season. And we will rush the field when we beat an FCS team anytime we want to do that. So don't make fun of us. Come on, we beat South Dakota. Stop it. Just stop it. All right, now, the Lady Killer has been having a hell of a week in more ways than one. But we are locked and loaded on Saturday and Sunday. Maddie, what do you got for us, pal?
Yeah, I don't love either game tonight, although it is the first time Coastal's hosting a Power 5 team, so you're right, they probably will be pretty jacked up. Haven't really looked at baseball yet, so we'll hit some weekend football. I like Air Force minus 5.5 at Navy. It was moved from October 2nd to September 11th for obvious reasons. Should be quite a scene from Annapolis on the 20th anniversary of that horrible day. The home team has won 8 straight in the series, but I believe that ends. Air Force crushed the Middies last year, and really not much has changed. Navy's lost 6 straight overall, covering just once, and has totaled just 20 points in its past 4. They don't really have a quarterback, and Air Force does. They're both going to run the same offense, but Air Force does it better. UAB Georgia under 46. It's an obvious letdown spot for the Dogs as they are a bit beaten up after the Clemson game. Quarterback JT Daniels might not even play. He probably could if it was a playoff game or something, but better hold him out. They're going to win without him. But it's hard to see UAB doing much offensively regardless against maybe the FBS best defense. But the Blazers are very good on that side of the ball too, and they're on extra rest, extra preparation. The under is hit in 13 of UAB's past 16 when it's an underdog. And I played the spreads on these on the site, which I'm kind of regretting now. I maybe should have done the money line. Sometimes it's easy to almost forget that. So I'm going to parlay the Packers money line and Panthers money line on Sunday just because they're just over a field goal. Again, I think both the win. Green Bay is basically going to be at home, and Jacksonville's going to be mostly Packer fans. I don't know if you read a CBS Sports story. The Saints actually picked Jacksonville because it's hard to get there from Wisconsin, then Tampa or Miami, which is pretty clever. I don't think it's going to matter. The Saints are missing a ton of guys. And we noted above how poorly first-year head coaches doing their debut, and Carolina faces one in the Jets, Robert Saleh, in the Sam Darnold Bowl. So money line that parlay at plus 125.
Now, I need to stop you right there. I will not allow you, Matty Severance, to come on this show and lie to the people at home. I'm not going to let you do it. We all know you do not read. So stop referencing an article about a game.
It's an audiobook.
All right. I've been struggling with my survivor pool for the last couple of days. It's just not a good week, and it's only week 1. But Maestro, I know you're focused on a road team, which for me, I never pick in a survivor pool unless I have to. But this team, I'm getting ready to flip the switch. What do you got?
Well, it should be the most popular survivor play, and that's the San Francisco 49ers. I like them to cover this line. There's so many things working in their favor besides the fact that Kyle Shanahan had months to prepare for a Dan Campbell-led team. And you start with the offensive line. You have a rookie at right tackle, Penei Sewell, who spent the whole offseason learning right tackle. They might move him back to left tackle because Taylor Decker is hurt. And Taylor Decker, the All-Pro, did not practice yesterday. They're talking about Matt Nelson, converted defensive lineman who has no starts, starting against Nick Bosa, D Ford, Armstead. That is a recipe for absolute disaster. I'll be real interested to see the injury report today, but they're talking like Matt Nelson is going to get the start, and they don't know if they're going to put him at right tackle or at left tackle. And I just love all the 49ers weapons. I don't care. The 49ers are 113-1 against the spread, laying more than a touchdown. The last 15 times they did beat the Jets 31-13 last year in a similar spot on the road. I don't care about that history. I'm just looking at these two teams right now, and I love the Niners, and this line is just going to keep going up. It might hit 10.
And we should also point out that if you haven't watched our 8 NFL Future episodes that are in your feed right now, the Lions under was one of our plays that we liked a lot. So this could be one of the losses that we need for that play. Correlation, baby, correlation. Let's go. All right, grab your paper, grab your pencil. Here is the recap, and it looks glorious. Allie O'Neill, she's on the Brewers first 5, minus a half run, minus 120. Then Allan Bell, AB, he's on Coastal Carolina tonight, lay the 26.5. Then Lady Killer, Georgia UAB under Air Force, minus 5.5. And the Packers on the money line and the Panthers on the money line, plus 125. Little parlay there. Then the Maestro, 49ers, minus 8. As always, follow him on social media. He will drop occasionally other plays into your feed. And then from SportsLine, we're going to go Djokovic to win. Both players have to win a set. That comes back at plus 150. No straight setters. Then the gym today, plus 330. Djokovic, Coastal Carolina, and the Brewers on the money line. Do not forget our NFL prop special today, 2 Eastern time every Friday during the NFL season. A supersized show Saturday morning with AB at the helm as they give you all the picks for Saturday during college football. Then again, 3 shows on Sunday. Our morning show, noon to 1 Eastern, 7 to 8:15 Eastern time. So write it down on the schedule. Turn on those notifications. We got you covered. There's only one thing left to do. You know what time it is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window for AB, for Allie, for the Lady Killer, the Maestro, and the Jeweler. I'm the coach. Remember, we're here every single day, 365 days a year. We like to call it the early edge. Good luck. Do you want best bets in your feed every single day? All you have to do is hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all things early edge.